In front of you, we have one more problem. A screw jack carries a load of 25 kilonewton if the coefficient of friction between screw and nut is 0.15. Design the screw and nut. Neglect collar friction. Take compressive stress is equal to 42 megapascal, shear stress equal to 30 megapascal for screw, and shear stress 20 megapascal for the nut. The permissible bearing pressure on the nut is 14 Newton per mm square. So here, this is the statement of the problem. I will try to write whatever given thing here and we'll design screw and nut only. Okay. So here, one by one, we'll write everything. A screw jack carries a load of 25 kilonewton. So load is given as 25 kilonewton. Load is given as 25 kilonewton. So this is equal to 25 into 10 power of 3 newtons. Okay. Coefficient of friction is given as 0.15. So this is i- coefficient of friction between screw and nut, 0.15. Design the screw and nut, neglect the collar friction so that T2 part is not there. Take compressive stress for the screw is sigma C equal to 40T, and for the screw shear stress is 30 megapascal. For the nut, shear stress is given as 20 megapascal or 20 Newton per mm square, and the bearing pressure for the nut is 14 Newton per mm square. Design the screw. Okay, so I will just stop this sharing and we'll go for our screen. In front of you again, there is a data for this problem. Now we'll go for design of screw. Design of screw, that means we have to find the dimensions of the screw. Design of screw. So in the design of screw, we have to find all the dimensions. Dimension in what sense? We want to find D, D0, DC. Okay, so these are the dimensions. Mean diameter, outer diameter, inner diameter. Okay. Now as here, the compressive stress is given. So first step we'll take, we'll find the screw under compression. So compressive stress, if it is given on the screw, then what is the dimension of the screw? So obviously sigma C equal to whatever load upon area. So load is how much? 25 kilonewton. So let us put everything here. We know that the screw can fail like this under compression. The screw will fail like this under compression. So this is the failure area under compression. This is the failure area under compression. So it is weakest dimension DC. Okay, weakest dimension DC. So we'll write everything. 42 megapascal is the compressive stress equal to load is 25 into 10 power of 3 is the load divided by area. The area of this is pi by 4 dc square. So this is the first step in our equation of design of screw under compression. So that gives us dc. So can you tell me how much is dc? dc किती येईल ते सांगा.
27.52.
It is 27.52. So it comes out 28 mm. Okay. 28 mm is the round of value. As far as standard value is concerned, let us make it 30 mm so that 30 mm can be a standard value. So instead of 28, I'll take 30 here. Why I'm taking 30? Because if I take 30 mm in our standard table, directly we can select our whatever standard screw dimension. This is from our design data book. From that we can select that. In our question paper also you are right. If you take 30 mm, that also right. Okay. So here this is the first answer comes out. So for this DC, let us write about design thing. So DC equal to 30 mm. For 30 mm DC, let us assume some pitch, because here in our exam we don't have any design data book. So we have to assume to 6 mm. Assume some pitch equal to 6 mm. That means here just now we have that particular picture. In the last problem we have seen that there is a relationship like this. If this is the D0, now here there is a P by 2, here there is a P by 2, and here is the DC, and in between that there is a D. Okay. So that means the relationship between DC and D0 is D0 plus pitch. So we can say that here the D0 equal to DC plus pitch, because P by 2 to this side, P by 2 to this side. So it becomes P. So DC plus P. So now already we have taken 6. This becomes 36 mm. Okay. So by simple way we can find D also, because here if I want to find D, then we have to add DC. Here there is a P by 4, here there is a P by 4, because remaining is half. So it becomes P by 2. So DC plus P by 2. So this becomes 30 plus P by 2 is 3. So it becomes 33 mm. Okay. So this completes our design of screw. By taking only compressive type of failure. Okay. So this is first thing. This is the first equation. From this first equation, we find all the values. But we cannot say that this is final answer. Why? Because we know that there is a torque is also apply on that, and torque may create something inside that screw. So we have to check for the torque also. Down this. So let us find torque, and from that torque there is a twisting, and we'll see how much amount of twisting moment is there. So for the Let us go further for torque calculation and checking of torque also. Okay. So now let us go for a torque calculation. Okay. Here for the torque calculation we have T is equal to T1 plus T2, but T2 is 0. There is no collar friction. So T equal to W tan of alpha plus phi into D by 2. Okay. So here the alpha equal to P by pi D. So P is 6 mm, which is pitch, divided by pi into, just now we have find that as a D as 33. So can you tell me how much is alpha? And here phi, that we can find if I know the value of mu. So the value of alpha is 3.31 and value of phi,
Tan inverse राहिलं sir.
yes,
Tan
yes,
alpha
it is
राहिलं ना.
tan of alpha च आहे, obviously tan alpha आहे, exactly tan of alpha च आहे, tan inverse of this. Okay, and phi is equal to tan inverse of this, so it comes is 8.53. So I'm writing directly from problem which is in front of me. So phi is equal to 8.5. So from this I'll go for torque, because this torque is important. Twist the screw. So W is 25. W is 25. Tan of, I'll write alpha plus pi. So 3.31 plus 8.53 into 33 by 2. So that gives us torque. So you tell me how much is the torque?
86.47 into 10 to the power 3 Newton mm.
86.47 into 10 power of 3 Newton mm. Okay, this much amount of torque is there. Now we have to check our screw whether it is fail under combined loading. Compression is झाला आणि twisting is झालं तर तुटेल का, that we have to check by using this torque. Okay, so let us go for checking of combined loading. So I'll go for that. Now I'll go for checking of combined loading. कारण आपण जे काही डायमेन्शन काढले ते डायमेन्शन फक्त कॉम्प्रेशन मधून काढले, but there is a chances that the screw may fail under combine. So I'll write here check the screw under combined loading, combine compression and torsional shear. So for that, if you just look at that problem, there is a shear stress in the screw is given. Now combine loading equation, in that if I know there are two equations, one is principal stress equation and another is tau max. So if I consider this tau max equation, we have that relationship, and from this we can find the equation. So here tau max equals to whatever compression stress that we know plus whatever shear stress because of twisting. Okay, so this is the equation. Already we know that compression stress is equal to load upon that pi by 4 dc square, and shear stress because torque just now we find, as we know that torque, so we can say tau equals to whatever torque is there, that torque divided by pi by 16 d cube. Okay, obviously all these are going to apply for the core diameter. Core diameter सगळ्यात छोटा असल्यामुळे त्याच्यावर अप्लाय होणार आहे. So if I take this value from here and find compressive stress by using our previous equation, so that is for the load of 25 kilonewton pi by 4. Now here I am going to put the value of DC, that DC design DC that we have taken is 30. हे 30 च इथे पुट करूया. ओके, कारण आपण आता 30 म्हणलेलं आहे, 30 ला आपल्याला चेक करायचं आहे. ठीक आहे. So second thing is here tau. So already we know the torque. The torque is 86 point is it 47 into 10 power of 3 divided by pi by 16 30 cube. Got it? So from this the value of our crushing stress and value of our shear stress, sorry, crushing nahi, compressive stress and shear stress for this core diameter 30 that we can get. So this comes out 35.36 megapascal with a new value of DC, and by using torque जर दिला असेल तर torque separate torque जो आहे that gives us 16.31 megapascal as a shear stress. Now if I put these together here, these are the two separate values. This is the equation by considering only compression. This is the equation by considering only torsion. So because of compression 35.36 megapascal एवढा shear stress induce होतो. समजा जर तुम्ही twisting consider केलं तर 16.31 megapascal shear stress is induced. Now if I put these two values in this equation, then that will be the combined equation, and that combined equation stress should not be greater than given permissible stress, maximum stress permissible is 30, and 30 च्या वर जर समजा हा स्ट्रेस गेला दोन्हीचा combined, then definitely combined loading मध्ये तुम्हाला स्क्रू तुटेल. So let us check. Okay, so I'll put this value here. So by considering separately, I'm going to consider now tau max, which is induced. Tau max, which is induced, actual मध्ये किती येतो, that we are going to see here. So which is equal to under root 35.36 divided by 2 square plus 16.31 square. Okay, so these are the values. So can you tell me how much amount of shear stress is induced?
24.05.
20?
24.05.
Okay, 24.05 Newton per mm square. So this induced stress, this is induced means actual मध्ये तिथे आपण या 30 DC घेतल्यामुळे आलेला स्ट्रेस आहे. But the permissible value, the given value is tau equal to 30 megapascal for the screw. So obviously इथे आपण एक स्टेटमेंट करू शकतो की induced झालेली व्हॅल्यू 24च आहे, जे की 30 पेक्षा कमी आहे. सो टाऊ मॅक्स इंड्यूस is less than tau max given or permissible. Induced stress पेक्षा कमी आहे. So 24.05 is less than 30. So that means 30 कोर डायमीटर घेतल्यामुळे आपलं डिझाईन हे सेफ आलेलं आहे. जर समजा तुमच्या एक्झाम मध्ये हाच प्रॉब्लेम आला आणि चुकून तुम्ही जर इथे जर तुम्ही काही प्रॉब्लेम झाला आणि इथे कदाचित 35 आलं, then we have to increase DC इन्क्रीज करून पुन्हा काढावं लागतं. ठीक आहे, पण तो तुम्ही तुमच्या एक्झामच्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये थोडस जास्त घ्या, सो दॅट इट विल नॉट बी फेल. सो हिअर आय विल राईट द डिझाईन इज सेफ. आपण इथे डिझाईन इज सेफ काय म्हणतो, कारण आपल्या इथे कमी आलेलं आहे. काही वेळेस असं होऊ शकतं की तुमच्या कॅल्क्युलेशन मध्ये एक्झाम मध्ये ते जास्त येऊ शकतं, तर तुम्हाला त्याचं DC पुन्हा एकदा घेऊन कॅल्क्युलेट करावं लागतं. जर समजा टाइम असेल तर ते करा, अदरवाइज जस्ट यू पुट देअर दिस इज द व्हॅल्यू, वी हॅव टू इन्क्रीज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ DC. तरी देखील तुम्हाला पूर्ण मार्क मिळू शकतात. ओके, नाव दिस कंप्लीट द डिझाईन ऑफ अवर स्क्रू. इफ आय वॉन्ट टू डिझाईन द नटचं डिझाईन करायचं असेल तर आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये त्या नटवर किती शिअर स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस होतोय आणि किती बेअरिंग प्रेशर इंड्यूस होतंय ते पाहावं लागेल. बेअरिंग प्रेशर दिलेलं आहे, सो लेट अस ट्राय टू गेट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ that bearing pressure and how much amount of bearing pressure is there, and from that how much which value we can get, that we'll see. the design of nut मध्ये पाहूया. ऑलरेडी आता डिझाईन ऑफ स्क्रूचे जे आउटर डायमीटर इनर डायमीटर आहेत तेच डायमेन्शन हे नटला राहणार आहे. ओके, त्यामुळे डिझाईन ऑफ नट मध्ये आपल्याला पुन्हा एकदा DC आणि D0 काढायची गरज नाहीये, कारण ऑलरेडी वी फाइंड दॅट इन अवर डिझाईन ऑफ स्क्रू. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज डिझाईन ऑफ नट. आता डिझाईन ऑफ नट काढत असताना पहा, the next step is design of nut. Okay, under the design of nut, failure under bearing pressure, कारण bearing pressure दिलेला आहे. Okay, so bearing pressure means crushing pressure. So how to get that value? So we know that if this is our screw, हा जो स्क्रू आहे अशा प्रकारे इथे क्रशिंग होईल किंवा बेअरिंग होईल. ओके, तर याच्यावरून आपल्याला बेअरिंग प्रेशरचं इक्वेशन हे घ्यावं लागतं, विच इज इक्वल टू फोर्स डिवाइड बाय एरिया. So here there is a load or force on this by area. Here this is D0, this is DC. Okay, D0 DC is there, so pi by 4 D0 square minus DC square हे झालं एका ह्याचं. If there are n number of threads in contact, then it should be n, कारण एकच thread नसणार आहे. So the bearing pressure PB equals to W divided by pi by 4 D0 square minus DC square into n. D0 square हे outer area झाला, मधला एरिया काढून टाकला. So this is the equation that we can take for the bearing pressure. The bearing pressure 14 is given, 14 bearing pressure is given, equal to the load is 25. आपल्याला काय जे काही माहिती आहे ते आपण ठेवून यायचं. pi by 4 we know that D0 outer diameter is 36, inner diameter 30, and we don't know how many number of threads in contact. So from this we can find the value of n. So what is the value of n? N किती येतं सांगा? So I'll put here n. Yes. 5 point something.
5.74. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So take this is equal to 6. 6 thread in contact. ठीक आहे, कारण आपल्याला इथे एक राउंड ऑफ व्हॅल्यू घ्यावं लागेल. 6 थ्रेड कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये. इफ देर आर 6 थ्रेड्स इन कॉन्टॅक्ट, नाउ हियर इफ आय कन्सिडर वन मोर थ्रेड लाईक दिस, इथे जर आपण असं खाली एक थ्रेड घेतला, सो ऑलरेडी वी नो दॅट दिस इज p/2 and here is also p/2. complete is pitch. हे असं pitch आहे. Now 6 threads are in contact means 6 times pitch. 6 times pitch. From this I can write one statement here. The height of nut equals to n times pitch. height of nut काढता येईल आपल्याला त्याच्यावरून. ऍक्च्युअली इट इज नॉट आस्क, पण आपण एक डिझाइन इक्वेशन करतोय. इथे एक थ्रेड म्हणजे एक पिच, तसे 6 थ्रेड कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये आहेत. 6 थ्रेड कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये आहेत म्हणून टोटल हाईट ऑफ द नट किती येईल? n टाइम्स पिच. सो वी नो दॅट n is 6 and pitch is 6. So 6 into 6. Now we can write here h. इथे दिसत नाहीये. I will write here h. Height of the nut. Height of nut h equal to 36 mm. ठीक है. Height of the nut is 36 mm. Only thing is that आता इथं सगळ्या फेल्युअर झालेलं आहे. फक्त फायनल अजून एक आपल्याला फेल्युअर तिथं असू शकतं, ते म्हणजे हा नट हा शेअरिंग मध्ये तुटतो. कारण आपल्या याच्या इफ यू जस्ट सी द प्रॉब्लेम स्टेटमेंट, shear stress in the nut is also given. So we have to check that nut under shearing. Okay, if it is not going to fail in shearing, then everything is okay. Now let us see how it is going to fail under shear. So design of nut मध्ये failure under bearing pressure घेतलं. From that bearing pressure, number of threads and height of the thread is height of the nut that we have already find. So let us take last one, design of nut under shearing. So I will rub this, and finally we'll take failure of nut under shear. Design of nut under shear. Now here our nut can be failed under shear like this. So this is our nut, and this part is going to fail. हे आणि उरलेला पार्ट हा बाहेर असा आला. So in that there is a nut also. So this is the portion of nut which is going to fail. Okay, this is D0. This comes out. This much portion comes out because of force. If there is a force load is like this, and this much nut comes out. So this is the shear failure. So if I say this is the shear failure, area of shear failure will be pi D0, because this is the D0. Okay. If there is a thickness T, okay, so for single screw, for one thread it can be p/2. If there are n threads, then total thickness will be p/2 into n. So I'll put here pi d0 into p/2 for single thread into n, because this much portion is for one thread. तसे जर 6 थ्रेड तुटले तर 6 इथे आपल्याला n equal to 6 आहे. So it will be like this. So induce shear stress, तर आपल्याला सगळं माहित असल्यामुळे induce shear stress आपण घेऊया. The load upon area. ठीक आहे. Here tau equal to, there is a load of 25 kilonewton divided by pi into, so d0 which is outer diameter that we know is 36 into 6 divided by 2 for a single thread असल्यामुळे 6 by 2 एक कटेल तसं 6 कटतील because pitch is 6 by 2, pitch is 6 divided by 2 into n is 6. So from this again we can find this induced stress. I'll put directly here. So it comes out 12.28 megapascal. So actual stress given is I think it is given as 20. For the nut it is 20. So again I'll say design is safe. I can put here design is safe. Why I'll say design is safe? Because this tau induce is less than given stress in the nut. So this is only 12.28 megapascal येतं आणि actual given is 20 megapascal. So it is safe. So by this way we can find all the different dimensions. So this is all about design process of nut and screw. So this is asked for almost 6 marks. Okay. So with this we'll finish our design of screw problem.